Hello, everybody. My name is Connor, and I am here with a new Union Arena deck. It does have proxies in it, but as I mentioned in my last Union Arena video, we don't have a Union Arena scene right now, so it's just me and some friends playing. We're trying to get the scene going, but Bandai is being Bandai for the store that we want to get it going at. So anyway, we are playing Blue Bomber, and I'm really excited to be playing Blue Bomber. It seems like a really fun deck, a little cheesy, a little gamble. And I actually just got to Blue Bomber in the Hunter x Hunter anime, so really excited to be playing this deck. I definitely like the little bit of a gamble, a little bit of cheese, and the top card manipulation that it has. So this is my third game with the deck at this point, and we had played two, and I said, okay, I'm feeling comfortable, I'm gonna go ahead and record with this. And yeah, my opponent is playing green. Is his name Toshiro? Is that it? Or am I just... It is Toshiro. Look at me. I got it. So yeah, we have a bit of a tough hand, it looks like. Not seeing exactly what I want, but I don't think it's the worst hand. Granted, I don't know much about what's good Bomber hands, so if you do, let me know. But yeah, we're gonna go ahead and hop into this bad boy here. Alright, so I go first. It does look like I have a 0 cost character within the Gone, which lets me draw a card and I think discard one. So I end up discarding, oh goodness, the Gorinu. Not sure if that's really the play, but I do think I have another one. Oh, I don't have another one. Oh no, I do. I think it's hiding back there. But we do get the sub, and the sub pretty good in here. So my opponent playing out a Toshiro on the front line and a Unohana on the back line. A little intimidating. I'm trying to set up. We do end up getting risky dice, which is good, but as mentioned, I'm still trying to set up. So I think we end up playing sub in the back line here. And yeah, I don't think I hate that play. Yeah, it's a decent one played way to get my energy going. But we do take the gun through because you can get the bomber or risky dice affinity with that. So gun through, of course, being a bomber, very useful. And tapping another one, I think we go ahead and play out that gun through. Probably we might play out the Gorinu. Okay, we do play out the Gorinu. Honestly, pretty good to get that body on board, establish just a way to protect myself, or excuse me, not a way to protect myself, a way to look at the top card of my deck and kind of sort through that. So, yeah, I know I'm going to be taking a hit, and I do have some nice little tokens I think that are going to help us out, but my opponent's really filling out his energy line. And we get the gun through, which just ends up going to trash off our first life. Kind of a bummer, but happens to the best of us. And hey, look at that. There's another gun through. We've seen so many of them, which is simultaneously great and not great. I think we are going to take this opportunity to play down the risky dice, which I think with the... oh goodness, I can't remember his name. The Gorinu? Yeah, see, I think that's a pretty solid choice there. I think it makes that risky dice a lot less risky. But then we go ahead and we drop the Bisky. Bisky, honestly, kind of an MVP in this deck. Really kind of like just the added aggression that Bisky has. And here we have something just to start blocking that tiny Toshiro hit that keeps... that's gonna keep persisting until he gets a raid. So my opponent tapping 1, 2, I think he plays Squad Funeral if I remember correctly, which lets him look through the top of his deck and grab up to 2 cards, I think. Yeah, Squad Funeral. You may place 1 character card from your sideline into your removal area. If you do, draw 2 cards. So or is that Captain's Coat? It's one of those guys. I'll post a picture if I can remember which one it is. But yeah, really good there. Kind of a pain in the butt there. But yeah, he ends up playing down Toshiro, raiding it out, and freezing Bisky just kind of locking her down so she can't be useful. He's already seen the power of Bisky, and how good that card can be in this deck, if I see my pieces. But that is kind of the key, is to be able to see your pieces. And of course, with Toshiro and the 13 Court Squad being able to freeze so many things, it is tough. So we end up getting a Bisky out of life, ironically, and drawing our Paladin's Necklace, which honestly, really great. We take the extra draw getting Ita, I believe her name is, and I believe it's the one played return one character on your field with one required or less energy. Just kind of trying to get some more energy. And yeah, I go ahead, drop Paladin's Necklace to remove the Toshiro. Definitely don't want that on the field anymore. I'm sure he's going to get another one. And we do end up moving Sub up front just to soak some damage. Playing another gun through down in the back. Getting the 0 cost Gon. I don't think I really need him at this point. He's not a terrible card to have. But yeah. And then we see the Sub up top. And I think we're going to go ahead and... no, we don't end up risky dicing. But we swing and he gets another Toshiro, which... Oh my god, the man is the luckiest man alive. And I hear there I was going, oh yeah, she's not frozen anymore. And he was like, wait, hold on. So, super bummer there, that we are able to get a hit on him, and it gives him another raid after we just ripped the raid off of him. Potentially a sequencing error there. I'm not really sure. As I've mentioned, I think all of us in my area are just trying to learn the game, and you know, doing these commentaries helped with me learn the One Piece game, so why not have them help here, hopefully, fingers crossed. But honestly, our hand is not looking great. I'm not seeing any raid gun throughs, which, I mean, as the only raid character in the deck, kind of need to be seeing them. Thankfully, with the, you know, risky dice and the, what is his name? Gorinu. I'll remember that one day. I could do some cycling of my top deck if it's not what I want. But yeah, my opponent is starting to, I feel, run away with this game a bit. So 4 comes at me, I swing, we get the Gon, which is a draw card trigger, which, hey, another sub, not bad. Another 4, another gun through, which I think is a get, if I'm not mistaken. Yep, get. And pass turn. So our hand is looking pretty fat. If only we can see a raid, that would be ideal. Oh, and it looks like I forgot to stand up my back line. That's so embarrassing. Noob moment. So yeah, I'm definitely in a bit of a weird spot, I think. Just not seeing any of my raids. The Ginthru comes out. And we do see Bara, which is really, really useful. Bisky's training, also really useful, but unfortunately not something I can grab off of the sub. If I am not mistaken, if it is, I should have grabbed it. It's not, because it's not Bomber or Risky Dice. See, look at me, I'm learning. I think that in the Bomber deck, I'm having the most trouble with the when to use the 3-2 gun through, the shiny card in my hand there. Because he is 2 action points, which it just feels like a lot, you know? So yeah, I think I poorly use him here. And I think that I'm trying to figure out what I want to do, what my best option is. I do have release in my hand, which it definitely probably it is the play. I think I was still a bit confused on release in a way. I think that I had to have these characters on the board. But yeah, I do go ahead and Paladin's Necklace, the, what is her name? The Yarichi? Oh my god, that's not her name. You guys know. We end up keeping Gunthru up top. It's a big body. I think we end up playing Risky Dice, buffing him. Wow, look, big Gunthru, or buffing Sub, excuse me. So there he is, gaining 1,000 power. Thanks, Risky Dice. Definitely the most risky play I've ever made. When I blind flip. No, just kidding. I do love all the ability to look at the top deck. So we swing with the gun, just the raw gun through, hoping to not even get something, but not get through, but we'll see. Unfortunately, we do end up having to pass without doing any damage there. And yeah, this deck, I feel like, and there he is getting another Unohana, I think. Unohana, excuse me, that's her name. That's her last name. I understand. I'm still trying to catch up on Bleach. So he ends up playing out another Toshiro, and just Bisky who, my dude? Who is Bisky? We don't know. We don't get to even use her here. So he swings, I block, and I end up getting another gun through, which I think this one is a get trigger. We are looking pretty tough. We end up getting the gun through off the top of our deck, which we left revealed. Probably a bit of a mistake, and our hand is looking tough. I think that we're probably pretty close to the hand limit, if I'm not actually already over it, because I don't think my list runs. Actually, I know my list doesn't run Strip of Beach. I think this is actually just Cosmic's bomber list. But we go ahead and we play out Bara. So good. I think I established him a little too late, though. I definitely, like, in the games I've played prior to this, I think that Barro's like really good to have. But if you don't know what he does, on the front line, I revealed the top card of my deck. If revealed has 2 or more required energy, choose up to one character with 1,000 or 1,500 or more BP on your opponent's front line. It loses 1,000. So a good way to get rid of bodies. And there I am asking about release. And I, as I mentioned, I was just kind of confused about the wording of it. So we do get to reduce that to 1 AP. And get rid of one of those raid Toshiros. And then we play out another gun through, just checking. And yeah, we're going to put 0 cost Gone. It's the pretty 0 cost Gone, but yeah, we're going to need to put it at the bottom. And I go to risky dice there. And I'm like, with that board, none of these hits are getting through. And there's some beautiful pot stickers, dude. The best pot stickers around. So delicious. And yeah, so he there he goes being like, oh yeah, you can unfreeze Bisky, just kidding. And then he freezes my backline, which is such a bummer. It means I can't do any of my top deck manipulation. And then he plays, what is it, 2 of the, I can't even say it, Daigirin. I'll post a picture of the card, that's probably better. So we end up taking, I think we get a gun through there, if I'm not mistaken. And we and it is a Bisky's training, which is the final, so we get to do it again, and another Bisky's training, which that's the whole reason I wanted to post this video. He swung out. We haven't seen any raid gun throughs. We are in a tough spot. He's seen everything, we've seen nothing, but hey, I got a Bisky's training after Bisky's training in my final life. So who's the real winner here? So this turn, it's tough. I don't think there's really much I can do. He's just got too many bodies. I can't get through all he's got, and I don't have much of a way to do anything. So I end up doing this, getting rid of sub, bouncing the Gone to hand, and I think I'm going to go ahead and drop Gone, if I'm not mistaken, in hopes of finding, so I go ahead, reveal, that way I have 3 bombers, I get rid of one of his attacks, it's tough, man, this is a tough one. So I got a bomber on field, reveal 2 bombers in my hand, and if I understand, that is how that works. And yeah, I go ahead and play down the gun through and pass turn. Yeah, not seeing, granted, when you run 4 raids, it's totally a viable option of what can happen. So he ends up moving up to the front just to see what he can do, and I'm looking for my Bisky's trainings. I've only seen those 2. I'm hoping for another. He swings, I block. He swings, I block. He swings, I block. He swings. No Bisky's training. So yeah, definitely. Oh, and there he is. There's my raid card. So definitely a bit of an unfortunate game, but hey, when you're running 4 raids, that's what happens. But yeah, this deck is really fun. I'm really enjoying it. Yeah, let me know what your favorite Hunter deck is right now. I definitely am feeling. I really like Bomber, but I'm also really enjoying the Zol deck and Phantom Troop, which I think I will post. If I haven't posted a video on, I will post a video with them next. But yeah, super excited for JJK as well. So that's going to do it for me, guys. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys like this video, hit that like button down below. Helps me out more than you can ever know. Go ahead and subscribe if you are new, and I will see you guys in the next video. Hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day.